But I did have my microphone muted. We are back. So we're nailing this. It's all jank all the way down. So we are back with no double audio. And we're going to do some Super Spront. But one of my favorite categories of Super Spront, which is glitched. Because glitched is just super fun. I mean, I call it Spront. And Spront is spelled S-P-R-Omega-Lol-N-T. So yeah, so we're gonna do 1 player, 3 loop glitched. So the game has every loop is 7 tracks. And after the first loop, it repeats, and then they add 1 hazard. And then you do another 7, do another 7 tracks, and then it introduces other hazard. But you won't believe what we found. Let's find out. So, here is what we found. Is that if you get across the starting stripe here and then just start like mashing start and like doing a little pirouette on like the back half of the starting line, every now and again it will increment a lap. You just have to mash start at an interesting cadence. You do need a little bit of endurance. Digit endurance. You need to be willing to keep some steady pressure on that start button. And you'll notice that the way that the game introduces, like, you know, incrementing your score, it gives you 1,000 points for winning a race, but it doesn't really consider that you wouldn't have any value in the tens or hundreds digit yet. That's 1 loop. Gotta get to, like, a specific part of the stripe here before the increments will work. There we go. if you get tired, just keep mashing. So laps will be done, OJ, and that is specifically because for reasons we don't understand, this only works for the first 2 loops. So we do 3 loops, because 3 loop is a speedrun category for glitchless. Because it basically makes you see everything that Super Spront has to offer in terms of hazards to avoid. What you will see as we go, though, is that I think it might be too far. It's around here somewhere. That's being a pain. I might actually have to complete a lap and go catch it on the second pass here. Because you can go too far. I want to say that Beerful of Belly has like the 1 loop glitched world record, and it's like 47 seconds or something. But yeah, sometimes if you can't find the spot, then you know you just gotta go around and find it again. All right, so now we're into loop 3, and it doesn't work anymore. So you gotta do it. Sometimes you just gotta do it the old-fashioned way, you know? So now we'll do the 3rd loop. And the one thing that you have to be cognizant of when you do the 3rd loop, or at least that first track of the 3rd loop, is that the CPUs are getting faster the further into the game you get. So at least for the first race, you are playing at a bit of a stat disadvantage by only being on speed 1. But provided you get 2 early wrenches, pretty much in the clear after that. Does it work in 2-player? I don't know that we've tested glitched in 2-player, if I'm honest. So you can see now we've got some speed upgrades and everything is just peachy. Probably go... Oh my gosh. Just spinning out, left, right, and center. Probably end up just a shade overestimate here because I did not expect to have to do a single lap of any of the first 2 loops. As you could see from that example on, was it level 11? That if you go past the stripe that is where you're kind of doing the little pause glitch, it is possible to go so far past it that it won't continue to count your laps until you go back around again. Like you got to get back around to it from the other side. It has already gone past the incrementing phase and decided that you are no longer eligible. But again, when I say we're going over estimate, like, I don't know, a minute, maybe? Something like that. We'll still be ahead for this little Yells block of jank, because I think the Brimley was 5 oats underestimate, 5 minutes underestimate, I mean. 5-minute oats. Alright. 2 more levels to go. And then we've got some more lovely jank coming up. As I believe Lyra is going to... Whoa. Okay. Sorry, that oil slick there in the center is in a terrible spot. Chunk. Yeah, blue is keeping up with me here. Ooh, we got an audio glitch. At least until I hit a wall. There we go. Unfortunately, you did miss diabetes. Sad to say. Did I say 1 minute over? Probably 2 minutes over at this point. But it'll be fine. Last track here. Chunk. Really bad oil locations in each of the last 2 tracks. Neither of these are any good. Chunk. But that do be the way with RNG 3 for 3. Can I crash on that exact same corner on all 5 laps? Stay tuned to find out. Nope. Okay, we got it that time. Final lap. Chunk. And time. There we go. Yeah. There we go. 3 loops done. In a shade under 10 minutes. Again, it takes like, you know, I would say pretty good runners can complete a loop in like 4.5 minutes and change. So, you know, you're looking at, I don't know, 13-ish minutes with the speed upgrades to do 3 loops. But then thanks to these glitches, you can do it in like 7. I think my PB is sub 7 for 3 loop glitched. It's very jank and it's very funny. And I want to say that I have to give a shout outs to Seamless Link, because I'm pretty sure Seamless Link was the one who brought this glitch to the speedrunning community. I want to say that he found it in a game FAQ. Shout outs to game FAQs. It still exists. There's still lots of good information out there. But that's enough of me. Let's go to a little break and we'll come back, and Lyra is going to entertain us all with more jank. Thanks, everybody. Stay tuned for more.